Wildlife Service. Did I get that right?
North Carolina Wildlife Resources.
North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission, and he's just got a few words to say. Then we're going to have Izzy Hughes come up and do a set of music.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody for having me here. Like I said, I'm Luke Etchison. I'm a conservation biologist for the Wildlife Resources Commission, and I've been with NC Wildlife for about 10 or so years. My responsibilities, I'm over fish, crayfish, mussel conservation in western North Carolina, especially in the French Broad River watershed and a bunch of other watersheds that are impacted by the When I started my role, the Mills River was definitely one of the more important places for us to monitor and keep track of. There's a lot of special animals. It's a real special place. I love working with the Mills River Partnership, Mills River Parks and Rec. It's been a great relationship, and they're among the long list of folks trying to keep Mills River a special place. And the Mills River is so special. We started something a couple years ago called the Blue Ridge Snorkel Trail, and Mills River Park is actually our first site that we opened. If any of y'all don't know what that is, feel free to go to the blueridgesnorkeltrail.com website. It's a really cool thing to get folks to see all the cool critters that are just under the surface. Like all y'all, I experienced a lot of devastation from Helene. It impacted my family, friends, neighbors, our whole community. And once we finally got power on and got our water back, I finally started being able to wrap my head around what was happening with the animals. My crew and I started doing a lot of work, worrying about how the critters were doing, because these things are what makes places like the Mills River so special. Immediately we were really concerned. We had reports of dead fish everywhere. Hundreds of members were reported dead throughout the impact area of Helene, and even some of our best mussel populations were wiped out or nearly wiped out overnight. So we had a lot to be concerned about, and for me and my job, one of the main things I focus on is freshwater mussels. And a lot of folks ask me, what are they good for, that kind of deal. And one of the cool things is right now we have two species that are found in the Mills River. One of them is called the Appalachian elktoe. It's only found in western North Carolina. And what's cool about that is it's our species. If we lose that species, it's our responsibility to prevent that from happening. And that's great. And there's an even more rare mussel called a slipper shell mussel that's also found in the Mills River, but it's only good population in the entire state's in the Mills River. So it's a place that we've always found to be really important, and it's really good to keep an eye on. So we had a lot of concerns. But like I said, a lot of folks ask what good are mussels, what are they good for, and the big thing is they filter water. It's really easy to get folks behind a free water filter, but an average individual mussel can filter anywhere from 8 to 15 gallons of water a day. And in these rivers like the Mills River, there are hundreds, if not thousands of them in every stretch of river in the Mills River, and even up into the fork some. So I think after we lost water for a couple months, I think we could all get behind having a few more free water filters in our rivers around western North Carolina. So in November, we started doing surveys for fish and mussels once we kind of got our lives together, and early surveys indicated, most of our common species were still around, especially in the Mills River. Slipper shells were largely unimpacted in the Mills, and for Appalachian elktoe, two of our best populations, they're doing all right. That species in the Little River, the Brevard, and the Pigeon River in Canada, they're there and they're hanging on, and they're still around the Mills River too. So had some pretty good optimistic, view going into the off season. Our biggest challenge this year is to assess how these species are doing, and where can we start recovery efforts for some of these species that need that help. A lot of y'all have seen what's going on, and there's still a lot of impacts going on in our streams. A lot of y'all have seen some of the debris removal. situation we have in Henderson County, our approach, the partners involved are really taking care of the Mills River. We've been partnering with company SDR and Long & Sons site contractors, and they've done a really good job so far. They've coordinated with us, and it really shows that we can still recover from this hurricane and work with partners to prevent and cut down on any more degradation of our rivers. It's been a great partnership. We have high quality habitat all over the county, and we work closely with Long & Sons and SDR to really help keep species around and keep the Mills River a special place. What's really cool about it is most of these folks are local. Most of them, even the owner of L&S, they grew up in North Fork Mills River. So it's an important place, and if there's somebody you want to take care of your rivers, it's people that know and appreciate what they have. So that's great. As most of y'all know, we have a river-based economy. The health of our rivers have a direct impact on our lives and our economy, and we're really doing what we can to keep the Mills River special. One of the great things about Mills River and Henderson County are there are a lot of projects done to keep our river economy strong, and that is through creating floodplain, reconnecting floodplains, and having more resilient rivers and communities after floods. Many of y'all know some of the work that's been done by Concern Carolina, Jennings Environmental, and many other partners. There are 3 floodplain connection projects. One of them is just near the mouth of the Mills River. There's a 87-acre property that they connected and allowed flood storage and encouraged that, and definitely had to be helping during peak flows during the lean. They estimated around 500 million gallons of water was stored in that project alone. So these projects are really important and definitely the way to make our communities and our rivers more resilient. And with that, I definitely think there's a lot to look forward to. We have a river that everybody's really taking care of, and that community taking care of the river is evident in an event like this. So thank you.